12, and yesterday, honestly, was a remarkable day, even for me. So I want to say I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you did too. Welcome. It's time for confessions. Why wouldn't it work? What sort of stress is this on a Thursday? Yeah. Lagos, I'm here with you. I'm having a glitch. Wait, can you see it? I can't see anything. Yeah. That's a good excuse to play music, right? If we're gonna have a glitch, we might as well just make the silence into something with melody and rhythm, with soul and art, with beauty, and with words that stare you on the inside. All right. So I know that I don't know whether you would love it, but if you have ears that can hear, you're gonna love it. I mean, that's a certainty. You're gonna love Landing in London, Three Doors Down. I think some of you already know this one, but if you don't, let it wash over you. Oh wait, oh you want to hear Mariah Carey? No, no. Nickelback.
As the plane was touching got to understand it's a hard life that I'm going through. about.
Sing, so I just be singing along, so I kind of double feel it. Yeah, kind of really, it touches me where it should. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Pleases me to always be your host another Thursday, and first confessions, and then we segue to the Lords of Logic. We're continuing our topic from last week on the Lords of Logic, and I know that you're looking forward to that. So our topic from last week, it takes more than intelligence to be intelligent, and we're trying to verbalize what that can mean, and then what exactly is the force or art or influence at work that may compare to or supersede intelligence that is necessary for intelligence to, in some aspect, not be enough, except that thing is at work or at force. All right, good. You look at your life, you look at reality, look at what you know, what you've learned, and interrogate your curiosity. I'll say, well, interrogate the question. Do not be as those who appeal to ignorance, who try to fill up the blanks with what they think, the suppositions, take away the obscurities, cross the lines and see what you can find. Because, hey, remember, it's you act out what you believe. You act out what, you've heard that so many times here. You act out what you believe. And maybe today would wash away the ignorance, reveal what it takes to be intelligent. And more than we were yesterday, we become humans who are seeking, who are curious, who are intelligent. All right, but that's for the Lords of Logic. But first, Confessions Thursday. So welcome one, welcome all. You have the telephone numbers. In case you don't, it's Confessions, and when you're calling, you don't say your name. Telephone numbers, Kim is going to help us out with that one.
Okay, so 0201-277-0993 for males, and for females, 0201-465-7190. And if you want to send your confessions on WhatsApp, well, it's 0809-597-5805. Okay, 0809-597-5805. Send your confessions.
All right, Lagos, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
boys and the girls. My
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
every night, every yard and there, we will hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. Just come on, people who don't have no money. They're supposed to plan it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on The Sunny.
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
All right, so you must pardon me, Kimmy. I can't hear myself. Sometimes I don't quite tell you the title of the songs that I'm playing. I think you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. I don't know. No, I'm thinking you mean Christina Aguilera and hold on. What's the other guy's name? Nobody Wants to Be Lonely.
Yeah.
And then I played Three Doors Down after that. I think that's what you're asking me because I don't know what else you could be talking about.
4 songs.
Okay, well, look, we got work. Let's go with it. So, once again. Oh, by the way, I want to thank you. Then I played Edge of Desire by John Mayer.
That's the first one.
Hold on a second. Yeah, Nobody Wants to Be... Ricky Martin and Christina Aguilera. Nobody Wants to Be Lonely. I think that's the song you're asking me about. We begin Confessions Thursday. Thank you so much. By the way, and I hope that you are... this is like customer service week, so we've been having guests come in to look at our facility and just meet the presenters, meet management, have fun with us, chill with us, talk about business, talk about ways we can serve them, they can serve us. So usually if you sense any interruptions, it probably is that just happening behind the scenes. I just thought I needed to accord you that information because it's necessary you understand that if there is any interruption in programming, it's not deliberate, something for sure is happening. But I hear that today's probably the last day. Mm-hmm. We want to thank all of them for coming to hang out with us. We thank all the agencies, the money guys, as Sheriff puts it, for coming, hanging out with us. By the way, they look good. So, I don't know if this is a joke, but after yesterday's show, I got home and I realized they've increased fuel prices. And then I remembered the faces of these agency people.
Yeah.
I'm like, are these the youths that are going to protest? These ones look fresh. They look well fed. They look pretty. They look fine.
They look chill.
So I'm thinking, these are not the ones that are going to go on the streets for protest.
Nope.
And yesterday I actually did say it because I really meant it. I was like, oh, y'all look good. Y'all look good. But yeah, maybe they would. But it was just a thought. I'm like, they look good. They look like they're okay. Yeah, so they're not going to hit the streets. But I should have gotten an opinion or two about fuel scarcity, but I just didn't want to spoil the vibe. I didn't want to I don't want to mess up the atmosphere with political questions because I think some people truly need to break away from politics. And today's that day for certain where we step away from politics into more serious, more personal conversations. So once again, welcome to Confessions Thursday. What else you need to know? It's Confessions. My name's Joyce, and Kemi's with me. She's making a habit of it now. WhatsApp 08095975805. And look, your confession can just be about anything. And I want you to know that the world is a crazy place, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, financially, and every otherwise. The world can be paranormal. Some people are having abnormal experiences, Look, bring it. Whether it's you and the gods, you in the shrine. Oh, by the way, I saw a message. We'll talk about it next week. A lady says herself and her husband got visas to the U.S. and her husband is asking her for a blood covenant because he's trying to ensure that she doesn't live him when they get to the U.S. Look, we need to talk about that next week, but that's just, by thought. Welcome to the show, of course. 99.3 Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce, on the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info's Confessions Thursday.
Hello.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon, Joy.
Welcome. Do you have a confession? Good afternoon to you.
I have a confession to make.
Please go ahead.
Today was a good day because you picked my call.
Well, glad. I'm glad you're here. Go ahead. What's your confession?
My confession is very funny. Let me just confess this. So, in the place where I work, I have 6 boss there because I work as a security. I have 6 boss there. So, that place is feeling that is feeding myself. So, we have this particular boss that job is a key for me. Each time she's not around, I enter I serve her food. She does not know. Sometimes I serve her food. I will watch television inside her own flat. Then I lock the door. Then I come out.
That's your confession, right? Yeah.
That sounds funny, but...
Yeah, but so tell me why you think it's funny. Is it because you're doing something wrong, but you're doing it anyways because you think you're getting away with it?
I know that I'm doing something wrong, but I'm trying to stop.
What do you mean you're trying to stop?
You do not care about me. That is why I do that always.
She doesn't care about you.
If I ask her for food, she will say she don't have. Well, each time she's not around, I just go inside her house, I serve her food, I eat.
Yeah, but if a person doesn't want to give you something, do you think stealing from them makes it any better?
Hello?
Yeah, if a person doesn't want to give you something, do you think stealing from them makes the situation? Do you think you've won? It really just degrades you, if you look at it, if you're being honest. It just really makes you look like a beggar and a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not the kind of guy you are now, isn't it?
No, it's not that type of guy.
Yeah, so if they don't give you, it's fine. Like, you can't even hold it against them.
That's just my pastor. I've stopped. But
Okay.
I've just stopped. I should just bring this up.
I appreciate them. I do appreciate. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate. Lagos, we're going to go off on a break. We'll be right back. You're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. It's Confessions Thursday.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Hi, I'm Natasha Kimani. I'm a governance and public policy expert and the host of Talk to Me Direct podcast. Talk to Me Direct is produced by Luminate. Luminate is a global foundation working to ensure that everyone, especially those underrepresented, have the information, rights, and power to influence decisions that affect their lives. In the next episode, I speak with a leader in the civic tech space. Irene Wendwa leads Policy, an organization that conducts groundbreaking research and advocacy on technology and feminism in Africa.
For sure, it takes a concerted effort. It's not just by researchers, it's not just by civil society. It also takes the players who provide these tools to also ensure that their systems are safe.
Like and subscribe to Talk to Me Direct wherever you get your podcasts.
It's Customer Service Week, and here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous patronage.
MTN, Nestle, Coca-Cola, Guinness Nigeria PLC, Airtel Nigeria, Bet King, Total Nigeria, Spotify, Techno, Chi Limited, Tunis, Echo Supreme, FC Ramco, Caraway Foods, Stanbic IBTC, Standard Chartered, Amazon, Emirates Airline, MultiChoice, Netflix, Nigerian Breweries, Access Bank, AXA Mansard, Tolaram Groups, Nine Mobile, First Bank, Union Bank, Jack Daniels, DKT Nigeria, Perfecti, Echo Supreme, Google, P&G, Harriston Thermal Heater, Jumia, Burger King, Bastion Health, Cremella, and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big from 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
We're back. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, it's Confessions Thursday. I want to quickly go to the telephone lines right now. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Welcome. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, I just, yes, I have one. And, I got married about 2 years ago.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait, this is going to be a long story, right? The reason I'm asking is I don't want you to start and then I have to interrupt you. So don't even start at all. We're going to go for a break. Yeah, how about that? That's respectful, right?
Okay.
And quite considerate of you. So we'll go for a break. When we come back, I'm really ready to hear you tell me your story.
It's all right.
All right, thank you. Lagos, well, we're going to quickly go off on a very short break, and then we will come back to continue Confessions Thursday. Yeah, you're listening to Nigeria Info, and my name's Joyce.
.3 Nigeria Info.
Informing and entertaining is what we do.
Of blaming someone. Aren't you even sick of a situation?
Sometimes, even if your president wants to do the best for you, they will tell him, my friend, don't do that.
They talk and you talk. This is Nigeria Info.
If you say no weapon fashion against me shall prosper, what about the way we are fashion against ourselves?
Campaign is over. I still wonder why we keep hearing they are coming. We are about to do this and that.
The devil wants us to say that God is not good. The crisis we are in now is economic persecution. In fact, recording it and putting it on the social media is very good for him. It's a good evidence for him.
We've got to bring the green back into our nation. There's a reason why Nigeria's flag is green.
99.3. Your station for talk. Let's talk.
Station again.
Oh yeah, Kemo, come back. Here's one thing you need to know about yourself. So like here we dey talk.
Yep, bullseye. That's the one. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info's The Sunny Side. The Sunny Side. Welcome. My name's Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, guys. Okay, so you're still on to the sunny side with Joyce, and there is money to be won. Okay, so how do you win this money? All you have to do, literally, is just go to the website www.oneplay.ng. Okay, that's the website. Okay, there is money there for you to be won. If Well, the thing is always confusing because every day we shout, but you people will not play. Then you now come and say, "Oh, I've played once, I didn't win, so I'm not playing again." Well, that's on you, dear, because like 3 people have won 3 times and they've called to confess. Some people have won 10 times. I mean, that could be you, but are you playing? No, you are not. Go to the website www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347*880*3# because money will be given away here on the sunny side. Yes, we give away money here too as well. On WhatsApp Lagos, there's money to be won. On Morning Crossfire, there's money to be won. On Sunny Side, there's money to be won. There's money to be won on Game On shows, and Weekend is not left out as well. There's also money to be won on the Football Frenzy show every weekend. And that's not all, because Friday is special. There's a jackpot that happens on Friday. 50,000 naira for one lucky person. That could be you. The weekend will just be very, 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 very soft. Okay? Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for that weekly jackpot. So if I were you, I'll start playing now so that I can enter for that jackpot on Friday. Okay, your chances of winning are still the same whether you play on the website, which is www.oneplay.ng, or you dial the code *347*880*3#. Now remember to play responsibly. If you're under 18, this is not for you, but play so that you can win. I mean, I don't know what 20,000 naira, 25,000 naira can do for you. If it doesn't mean anything to you, then you can leave it. Instead of begging for urgent 5k, play the game. It's 500 naira. That's all you need to do. 500 naira. Go to the website, pick your station, Nigeria info, follow the instruction, and that's it. Your ticket is in the draw. Lagos, I wish you good luck.
Open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
We're back, 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side, 4 minutes past 1 p.m. Confessions Thursday. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. It'll be good for you to share that story with us. There are people who would be learning from it, and there's you who's getting the ease of telling your story, telling or sharing your reality, and I'm believing that there are people who can help you with a way out of a problem, or maybe bring you comfort, or in a more likely situation, learn from your experience. 99.3 Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. You're on the sunny side.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You have to speak up for us, though. Could you speak? Hold on a second. Could you speak closer to your mouthpiece? I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can hear you clear.
My name is.
Don't tell us your name. It's confessions. Don't bother about your name. All right.
Okay.
What's your confession?
Mine is kind of awkward.
I cannot hear you. You need to speak. Remove the earpiece or something, so we can hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's the same thing. You're saying the same thing, doing the same thing. It's not better. Something you can do for us?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I think mine is kind of awkward. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, this is the confession and one is the I just have.
Okay, now, so there's something that's happening there. Like when you speak, your voice vanishes. I can't quite pick out what your words are. So can you make an adjustment on the telephone? Like, yeah, so we can hear you clearly. We can't quite hear you. I can't.
Okay, let me speak louder. But you can hear me now.
Okay, yes, I can.
So, in a way, I am kind of sexually attracted to my stepsister. Yeah.
We don't want to say huh. You're attracted to your steps. Can you hang up and please call me back? Maybe that will work, please. Yeah, because his voice just, I don't know. It not only, It doesn't only diminish, it just vanishes, actually. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession? Confessions Thursday, Nigeria Info. So good to have you join the conversation. Well, join the confession. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yes, I do.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, this is pretty hard.
Don't say your name though. Okay, good.
It's pretty hard to see. But right now, I've been out of job for 10 months now. I've tried everything I can try. I've learned new skill. I have moved from where I was to trying to be in tech. I've done so much. I have 3 kids. And right now, it is so tough that I have thought of relocating from the island to the mainland. I've thought of selling my property. I've thought of selling my house, selling my car, selling everything, and I'm fed up. Nigeria has dealt so badly. I've thought of relocating, but there's no money. My children are going through so much. My daughter called me the other day and was telling me that he used to buy 3 loaves of bread and come to the house. But right now, we've not had bread for 4 or 5 months. I feel so embarrassed, completely embarrassed. It's been difficult. I've thought of suicide, but I'm not a suicide guy.
Yeah.
It's not part of me. There's nothing I've not tried. My wife is struggling so hard to keep up the family. I feel ashamed most times I see her. Sometimes we want to have sex, but am I a man? Is that all it happens? She keeps encouraging and encouraging. But right now, I'm just holding on. I don't know what to do next. I've called for help everywhere, but really there's nothing coming from anywhere. I'm a handyman. I can do anything, but not illegal things because I know it's not part of me to do what's wrong. Whenever I try what is wrong, I get caught. So I know that already. I've prayed. I've lost faith. I've lost hope. Joyce is crazy.
Like, you're not the only one in this situation. If I open up this telephone lines, I'm going to have to leave the studio because I wouldn't be able to endure the things people are going to... Like, I even have to tell you my own story. You kind of get it. I think the country is honestly choking the life out of the average Nigerian, and Nigerians have to decide. It's either you're going to keep begging and nobody has enough to share, or something else has to give. Because this story that you're sharing with us now is probably 95% of Nigeria right now. Your story, it's it's probably all of us at this point. Because I saw a video yesterday, former governor, two-time minister, Amechi, right? He's complaining. I saw another guy who works with the Lagos State government complaining about electricity. Like, even government officials now are complaining about... So if government officials are complaining, best believe that the citizens are probably dying inside. So they have to decide what's going to give. They truly have to. So look, first of all, I appreciate the fact that you're a strong man. And I want you to hold on to that. Because that's exactly what every Nigerian is also holding on to. Strength. Until Nigerians can collectively decide. You're talking about feeling weakness. You're talking about feeling embarrassed. You're talking about feeling ashamed. Like, it's really gone from a monetary problem that's supposed to just be in your pocket to a psychological problem. Nigerians have to decide. There's really nothing I can say. But you understand why, right? Because what else is the solution? Are we all just going to hit the streets and start begging? You get the point, right? The country is just forcing everybody to be a beggar. There was a time my mother was telling me the country is forcing everybody to be a trader. To trade now is an impossibility because you need money. And who's buying? Look,
Thank you.
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much. And it's your courage that I hope that other listeners can hear. And hold on to courage as well. Hold on to strength. Hold on to the belief that if indeed things are going to get better, it has to be earned. Like, we have to work that better out. In the absence of that, at least at this point, I can comfortably tell you that it's not as though there's no God. It's not as if your God is not working, but the people ain't working. So I guess the God is probably tired because he's wondering, well, if I'm going to use you and you are reluctant, well, what am I supposed to do? Leave my throne and come down and stage a contest between you and your enemies? I'm going to use you, but are you in the game? Are you willing? If you're indifferent, your God will be indifferent. The Igbos say, the man who agrees, his God agrees. Onyekwe, chiekwe, mikwegi. Your God too, wunkwe. So that's to say, well, I didn't know how better to say it. Do you know how often this is the pain of the Nigerian? This is the strain of the Nigerian. This is the Nigerian reality. He's thinking of selling his property. His child asked him for bread. Bread. And I've seen videos where Nigeria or Nigerians in Nigeria appear as destitutes and we're not even at war. We look like refugees and we're not even at war. Someone is handing you 2 kg something in your hand, palm oil tied in nylon. Someone hands you gari, someone hands you rice, as though that's exactly what you need to build a future. As though that's exactly what you need to build the future of your children. They come and give you rice and you take it. Thank you for calling. I don't even know what the best words of encouragement are, except I hope that what you're holding on to is holding on to you. And really until Nigerians decide. I have no redemptive words because I'm in the same market as you are. You know, I have no salvation on my tongue, except when the people are ready, then God will come. Then God will come, I guess, to lead the people. But if the people ain't going, well, your God is in Gaza at this point because there are very serious issues out there. Confessions Thursday.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Do you have a confession, lady?
Not at all. I want to react to the last person.
You have 1 minute, lady. Please go ahead. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm pleading with him not to toe the line of suicide because suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. The truth is the whole world today is in turmoil. And what we need is resilience. What is happening is not in Nigeria alone. As I speak to you, Joyce, I have been coming to my place of business for the past 3 months. Nobody has walked in to pick any item. The truth, I am telling you, I am still coming. I will still continue to come. So if he is relocating to the mainland, good. I am telling Nigerians to please be resilient. That's the spirit we have.
Thank you.
To keep going and manage with a little. Try to readjust our means of livelihood so that we can keep on. The future look really bleak, but we just have to believe in God.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate. Do you know what it would take for a man to call a radio station and air his pain? Because you're talking about he should manage. You think he's not been managing. You're talking about he should be resilient. You think he's not been resilient. Like, this was an outlet to just air out this pain that's been choking him. You have a man who is considering his own shame, but yet chose to speak about the shame he feels when his child asks him for bread and he can't afford it. I don't think you should be telling him to manage. We know his man. Like, come on now. You see, look, if you're going to advise someone, I really think you should listen to their pain. Don't manufacture a motivational speech, because I think it would be better that you put yourself in their shoes than to say nothing. Well, it would be better to say nothing. Don't manufacture motivation. Let's be realistic. Let's not do this thing where we assume that people are not trying. Let's not do this thing where we assume people are not suffering. You know what it would take for a man to come out and tell you that he's ashamed? You know, that he's practically losing himself. I think it's a painful thing to watch your child ask you for. You see that bread gist that he just dropped. That bread, you see, as small as that thing is, when your child would ask, "We're not eating bread," and you don't know what to say to the child because how do you explain austerity?
Somebody mentioned it this morning too on WhatsApp Lagos. Something about egg being a luxury, bread being once in a while.
I really appreciate that, you're going to have something to say, but let's not sideline the grief, the pain. Let's not gloss over it. Let's not assume that it's not pain. Let's not assume that he's not been trying to manage it. Please. We're in Nigeria. We know what's happening. So this hoping against hope thing that we do, it's not art. It's not, and it's bad theater. Just hoping against hope. Welcome, Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Speak up for us. Yes, what's your confession, please?
Yeah. I want to make confession about 12 years ago. And there was one of where I lived before I moved to the new area that I live now. There is one of my neighbors that advertised a lady. So the lady was the girl was like then, she was like about 21 or 22.
Guy, why are you talking like this? Wait, I can't even pick out your words, right?
No, I'm trying to say I'm going somewhere.
Okay, let's follow you.
You're
not. You need to be
Can
audible.
you be more audible?
Speak like you're speaking to someone whom you.
Can you hear me well now?
All right.
Okay. So I took advantage of the day. I used to take advantage of the day when the compound was selling then. I used to take advantage of it. So that time the girl was pregnant. So there are people who are now asking her. She's a little bit mad. All those people that is mad at the world, they can still dress properly. They are mad the way they do it. So the parents were now asking me, who is responsible? Who is responsible for this? She was telling them then that it's me, but because she's mad, people was I know it can't be because they see me as a very responsible, the way I behave, the way I talk, the way I speak. They see me as a very responsible. But now the boy now, she gave birth to a boy. Now the boy is like 12 years and the boy is young, very bright and smart boy now. I don't know what to do now. Maybe I don't know how to do and claim the boy. But I don't know. I'm married. And if my wife can hear that now, I don't know how to be taking that. I don't know how it's going to be. Okay. I'm very confused about that now. Though I still used to see the boy, very smart and young, grown-up boy. And the parents has already put money that the father, the boy did not have father. So I don't know how to come up for that now. I don't know. So I still live around there. I used to see the boy.
Do you know where the mother is?
I think I still live around there. Because the boy, I still live around there. Even where
Why don't you approach the mother? Why don't you speak to the mother?
The mother of the boy or the grandparent.
Well, speak to a guardian. Yeah, speak to the grandparent. Speak to someone who's catering to the boy.
The person catering to the boy is who you should speak to.
I'm really I don't know. Even if my wife can hear that, I don't know how she's going to take it. I know she will just broke up.
But you did get her pregnant, right?
Yes, man.
Was it before you got married?
It's before I got married then.
Yeah.
I was 15, that's when I lived in the
So you want your child back, is what you're saying now.
I want my child back. I want the boy back, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah, why don't you go speak to the guardians, the people catering to the child? Why don't you speak to the grandparents?
That means I was ready to lose everything. And I will lose my wife. And I have a daughter with her too.
Well, it's kind of your fault because you said...
Look, we know it's his fault. That's not the point. The issue is how do we mend what's broken? So mend what's broken. Tell your wife that you have a child. That's what you have to do.
Let me get this.
Pardon?
Can you repeat yourself?
Tell your wife that you have a child.
Okay.
There's no other thing you can do besides tell your wife.
I will say how to handle that. I will tell her.
Okay.
I'm planning to tell her very, very close. I need to get out of that now.
All right.
And even my pastor was even telling me that I have a son, I have a child outside, and I will go and collect me.
So just tell your wife. Hopefully she forgives you. But if she doesn't, at least you have done one right thing in your life. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you very much for calling. Confessions Thursday. Wait a minute. Okay, go.
Okay. Joyce, good afternoon. This is a reminder. I sent you a message last week that I recently began to have dreams of me having sex with my secondary school classmate. The worst part of it is that my classmate, or this classmate, was married and is now late. I don't know what it could mean, though I'm not married.
Okay, so can we ask traditionalists who are listening to Nigeria Info right now, when people have sex in the dream, as is this case that has been reported, what are the ways to go about it? I think I want to hear from, people who may have encountered it and what they do in order to stop it. It's Confessions Thursday on Nigeria Info. My name's Joyce. Hello, welcome. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria Info. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My confession is that I'm not happy when I had one caller saying that what is happening in Nigeria is all over the world. The thing used to traumatize me when I hear that language. What is happening in Nigeria is only here in Nigeria that is happening. There is no other country all this is happening. There's no other country that is selling fuel for over 1,000. There's no other country that is selling dollar for over 1,700 naira. Other countries have their citizens in their mind. They take care of their citizens. It's only in Nigeria that all these things are happening. So if she is the one of their supporters, she should please. Nobody is happy in this country anymore. She says they will make me happy. You come out this afternoon now, you make me happy. I don't want anybody to come and stop my happiness now.
All right.
Thank you.
What is that?
I think Nigeria just honestly, we live in perpetual tension. It's like you're on edge in this country.
That's why you have to say please, I'm sorry before you ask a question or say anything to anybody. If not,
there's a tendency that you're probably going to trigger them.
Collect, yes.
All right. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Have a minute before commercial break. Let's read that one.
That man, good afternoon, Joyce. That man doesn't have a problem. It's just a challenge he has. He has properties. He should sell them and start a business in mainland where he will get an accommodation. I know of a person who left the bank and started hawking things to survive. A person who's worked in the bank for more than 10 years. What Tinubu is doing to Nigeria is worse than what Israel is doing to Gaza or Lebanon. People can't eat, Joyce.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Really, I appreciate it. I hope it gives the listener context. If you have property, maybe you can put it out on lease if you don't want to sell out. You can put it on lease and see what you can do with the income and keep your head above water. And I'm grateful that you are a strong man, and I hope that that's what you hold on to is holding on to you. We're going to go from the break. We'll be right back. It's Confessions Thursday. My name's Joyce. You're on the sunny side.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
It's Customer Service Week, and here at Cool FM, Zobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous patronage.
Flour Mills, Globacom, Cadbury, Unilever, Promasidor, International Breweries, PepsiCo Foods, PZ Cousins Limited, Sterling Bank, Pernod Ricard, Infinix, Bloom, House on the Rock, Aula Foods, Avon HMO, Leadway Assurance, InDrive, Bajaj, TGI Groups, Reliance HMO, ARM Pension, Hairs Insurance, SBC, Hypo Home Care Products, Reckitt, UAC CAP, 9PSB, TOEFL, Mobile, Eco Revenue Summit, Bigger Paint, and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
It's that time of the year again. If you're thinking of studying abroad, then You're in luck. Meet boarding schools from the UK, USA, and Canada, organized by ALTS Education. On Saturday, 12th October at Radisson Hotel, Ozumbamba Diwe, Victoria Island, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And Sunday, 13th October at Radisson, former Protea Isaac John, GRA, Ikeja, 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. You must come and meet with the schools to discuss your child's specific requirements and possible scholarship and bursary opportunities. It's too expensive to get this wrong or do it blindly. Pre-register at www.altsconsulting.com. Telephone 0818 000 0500. ALTS Education. Investing in our children and the future of Nigeria through global and international education.
Celebration at Freedom Park, Lagos in its 12th year brings you 7 days of live music, dance, arts, fashion, and youth. Inspired by and in celebration of Fela, a festival of music for musicians by musicians and lovers of the arts. Join us from Monday 14th through Sunday the 28th of October 2024 for Celebration at Freedom Park, Lagos, the Old Broad Street Prison, Lagos Island. Entry is 1,000 naira only and the show time is 6 p.m. daily. Let's make history together. Call 0702-504-4601 or 0907-158-7412 for inquiries. Celebration 2024. Look and laugh.
365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 1,200. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines Debate, a symposium on the Middle East crisis, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines Debate, November 7th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Borderlines Debate, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
.3 Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome. 29 minutes past 1 p.m. on the clock. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. Hello, good afternoon. Confessions Thursday. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, I have a confession.
Please go ahead.
I married 2020. So we have been living with my wife for like 3 years. So after I ran out of cash because my business was really bad. So to cut the whole thing short, my wife have to leave the house and go and rent her own place without any issue. In fact, before she left the house, she normally make different calls, like communicating with different men in my presence. And I remember there was a time we had an issue. She go outside and brought 2 soldiers to me. And when those guys came, I explained everything. They just go back with anger. So the worst thing that I cannot love this girl less. Instead, my love for her is increasing day by day. This is the lady that I did my traditional wedding. So I don't know what to do.
Well, I think we got just enough out of you before we lost you. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Your wife left home, and just before she left home, she was in communication with other. Well, you said you run out of money, and then she got into an affair with men. I mean, from your story, that is. And you love her still. You had a problem. She called. So what kind of problem did you have with her, though? Because, well, I guess that's also part of the gist. And then you say that you love her more. Well, so here. At least from your story, doesn't appear she loves you. And I can understand how you may feel something for someone who doesn't feel the same way. Here is what I think you should do. But you say she even lives outside the house from you. I don't think she wants you like that. But try have a conversation with her. Fight for what you have. See whether you can have a communication with her that says you want the marriage to work and you are working and willing to work on anything that would make the marriage work. She's going to give you a response like, I'm in love with you enough to wait for you to come through, or no, I want to leave, and you have to read the room and accept your reality. I think you should try one more time. What else can a man do but fight for his truth, right? Fight for his belief. And it's possible for you to love someone they don't love you back. And after you have done all that you can do, then you accept it and move on. Hopefully, you'll find someone who loves you and who's willing to stand next to you. All right, thank you. Confessions Thursday, Nigeria Info, welcome.
Hello?
Do you have a confession?
Yeah, no, I want to. Hello, good afternoon. I want to react to.
You have 1 minute.
Yeah, the suicidal guy. Like you said, we are all in this together. He might think he's reached the end of the world, but no. I have two things to tell him. He has property. He just lost his job. He can do better than thinking of suicide. If Lagos is too choked for him, he could come to neighboring state, Ogun State. Personally, I live in Ogun State.
Okay.
And he can become a man there. If it's farming, if it's anything, but he should just get out. He can leave his family in Lagos for the time being.
Okay.
He should go and explore other places.
Okay.
He should go. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate. All right, so men are suggesting move locations. It may be cheaper for one, because he says he's on the island. He was thinking of leaving the island for the mainland. So, yeah, someone is suggesting move states, get to the border states. You may be able to find something there that can get you up on your feet again. And I kind of like that idea. Go with your family, particularly for your wife. Go with your family. 99.3 Nigeria in First Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
Yeah, that man that talked about selling his property or moving into suicide or something, he tried to move to the mainland. Let him rent the house out, look for some guys who operate Uber, give the car to them, then go to mainland and rent like 2-bedroom apartment. Then for that lady who say whatever is happening in Nigeria is happening now. With this mismanagement, they are mismanaging here. Buying a jet, buying a Khalid, people are suffering. You are telling us that what is happening here is happening all over the place. The after effect will tell on every one of them who are supporting these people, dishing out this pain to Nigerians. Thank you.
Sure. Confessions Thursday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Kemi, you want to help?
Yeah. Good afternoon, Joyce. I believe it's time we start finding profound solutions on radio and helping ourselves instead of just complaining all the time. We can't keep doing the same thing and expect the same results. Nigerians need to wake up to reality. Life is not easy anywhere in the world. Have a nice day. I don't know. This person says we should be resilient. See, I have a confession. I am tired of being resilient. How many more years do I have that I want to use it to be resilient, for God's sakes? That's from Adams.
That's a retired resilience Nigerian. just about had it.
Oh my God. Joyce, do you think people have enough strength to speak with all this economic bashing that we're receiving left, right, and center? Bear with the confessors today. Just bear with them.
Let's go to the telephone lines. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Hello, Joyce.
Yeah, good to have you. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, good afternoon. I have a confession.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. I was dating someone back then when I was in the secondary school. So we later parted ways. Back then there were no phones. So I'm 49 now. So there was no telephones then. So we later met like 3 years ago on social media. So we started where we stopped. Right now, I'm feeling very, very bad inside because she is married and I am married too. So I don't know. I've been trying to, I don't know how to stop this. Anytime I try to go away from her, she keeps coming. I feel very, very bad. So that is my confession.
So, do you love her? Like, what do you mean she keeps coming back? You keep going back too, right?
Not that I kept going back to her, but I can't avoid her.
Why?
I can't avoid her. I've told her in clear terms that we should end this, but she refused.
And you don't know how to step away from a woman who wants you.
Good.
Troubles.
Well, if you let her make the decisions, then let it be. What am I supposed to say? If you don't know how to see destruction and run away. So here's the thing. You're married, right?
Yes.
She's also married.
Yes.
But she maybe has some admiration for you. She's attracted to you.
Yes, she is.
Is it possible that you could be married to the wrong person and she's the right person?
Something like that.
Guys, speak straight, man. What you mean something like that?
Yes, we intended to marry each other, but because we started with during the secondary school days, we didn't see each other again until recently.
Yeah, so I mean, the purpose of my question is to fully determine where your emotions lie. Are you in love with her and not as much with your wife? Because if you are 50, how old are you again?
I love my wife, but I love her too. Basically, my feelings for my wife is because of my children. But I have to stand up for her.
Hold on, we can pick this apart. The reason you love your wife is because of your children.
Yes.
Let me help you. You don't love your wife. Straight up. Straight. You don't love her. This other girl. For real. That's the truth. You don't love her. You don't love her. Good. Then this other girl. What's your reason for not loving? Well, what's your reason for always going back to her?
I didn't want us to get back, but just that we met on social media, we started chatting. From there, we saw each other, and it has been on and off.
And she calls you, and you can't say no.
If I see her call, it's difficult not to
Fine.
speak.
Okay. So you don't even have enough balls to see someone from your secondary school and have enough courage to say, oh, no, like, I know what you want, but I'm sorry, we can't quite have this because I'm married and I love my wife. That's not where you are. You only love your wife because of your kids. You don't love your wife. It's possible that this may have been the woman you're in love with if you can't stop turning away from her.
Yes, actually.
Now we have a problem. Before, we were not sure what we were dealing with. So, hold on. Am I clear if I assume... I'm paraphrasing. I'm trying to round this whole picture together. Round it up. You don't love your wife. You're in love with this other woman.
Yes.
But you don't know it. It seems as though I'm having to get it out of you. If someone else is doing the thinking for you, how can you act? You can't act. You don't know what to do, left or right. So that's the issue. And this is why when you have a problem, you have to be capable of articulating your problems so that you know how to act. If I'm going to have to get it out of you, then I'm going to have to be the one to instruct your actions. The problem with I can instruct my actions, you are responsible for your actions. In the event that you don't have enough goal to act, then the only thing we're left with at this point, you don't have enough courage to say no, and you well, God bless her, whatever's happened on this other side you call a wife, then you're going to just stay in that fix. You're going to have to remain there. And what that means is you have a family and you're always going back to this girl you can't get over. That's the picture. In the event that you want to do something about it, two things. You can cut off this other lady, but you don't even have the courage to cut her off. We have 4 problems at this point. Now, not because the cutting her off is the problem. It's your lack of will. Because even if you are going to say, okay, I'm going to leave my family, well, I'm going to leave my wife, cater to my family, but leave my wife and go to the woman whom I cannot stop myself from seeing, I can't get over her. You need courage for that. But yeah. Okay, so first of all, you need courage. The courage to say no to the woman outside. But if you say you love her and not your wife, your life is really that short. Like, really, really that short. Stick with your wife, but cut off this other woman. But what that would mean is you have lived a life without beauty, without love, and you manage that. Like, that's really what you have done to yourself. So there's no love, there's what you should have had in life you didn't have. You may not want to call yourself a loser, but you lost something. You lost your chance at love. So that would be the reality, and you find enough courage. You're going to need, you see, courage has come out of my mouth again. You're going to need courage to see that cause through. Committed, focused until the end. You die there. If you can't get over this woman, you cater to your family and tell your wife, I'll cater to this family, but I'm not in love with you. And there's a woman I'm in love with, and I must go. Because honestly, you're actually emotionally useless to your wife. Like, she would be better off without you than with you, in my opinion. So find the courage to stand for what you believe. This is the life. There is no occasion greater than life. So if this is the life, give it everything that you have. All right, thank you. How are you?
Hello?
Yeah, turn off the volume. Please always remember, the volume of your radio set has to be off. Thank you. Hello, Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma.
Yeah, welcome. Do you have a confession?
Yes, ma, I have a
Go
confession.
ahead, please.
Okay, it's kind of complicated, but let me start from somewhere.
Please.
Actually, I'm a guy, not a lady, because I have a feminine voice.
Okay.
All right. So since I was a child, I think I was 12 years old, I noticed I have preference for men like me. Like, I have the same urge for sex, like the same men like me. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Yeah.
So since then, I've been keeping myself because of the society I am, especially Nigeria, in a particular place. Nigeria is a country that you cannot just come, be yourself, do your thing. So I keep myself. Now I'm 29 years old. I based in Lagos. I'm done with my school. I'm the one supporting my family. So the thing is, I'm very close to my mother, though. I told her everything, but this particular one, it's very hard for me to tell her about it. And I have a elder sister who I've already talked to her about it. You know, she told me that it's an evil thing, it's some spirit possessed me, but I do know deep inside me there's nothing like evil spirit that possessed me. Then she now suggests that I should meet some, ritually like Babalawo stuff.
Wow.
She have even introduced me to reverence. So there's a day that we went to all those Babalawo. We went there. So after went in there, the man was, trying, the way the man was, doing things, he was trying to touch me, trying like I have to lay with him.
Sorry, bring it back.
What now?
Bring it back.
The Babalawo that my sister introduced me to.
Mm.
So after when the Babalawo was trying to, do some incantation, after that he started, removing his clothes. He was asking me that I should remove my clothes, then I should lay with him.
Okay, all right, got it.
Then he started touching me. Then again, from there, I just, walk away from there. I was so upset. Then I told her about it. Say we have to go to another place. We went to reverence, went to meet pastors. The same thing keep happening. So the thing is, like, I have a partner here in Lagos. We love each other. So we are planning to, move out of the States. But the issue I'm having here is my mother. I just don't know. I don't want to hurt her. I don't know how to tell her this.
Then you wait for her to die, then. Yeah, you just have to wait for her to die.
In fact, that's the point. I can't able to hurt her because I lost my dad when I was still young, so she was the one that stood up for us. Mm-hmm. I told her everything. She knew everything about me, but this particular problem, I find it so hard to talk to her about it. There's a day I even bring it up to her. I said, let me just try. But the way she's this kind of all godly people, God things.
Hold on a second. I want to understand your conviction. You believe that it's by your understanding, there's no influence on your sexuality that could be dark or sinister or evil. You don't believe that?
Yes, I don't believe in that.
Okay, I want to share a quote with you by a Swiss physicist. His name is Carl Jung. He says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it's as though that thing which is inside of you, subconsciously, you have to bring it out into focus and see whether you can properly comprehend it, understand it, deal with it. If you're not able to do that, then that thing in the background or in the shadows will direct your life and you will call it fate. So you're a perfect candidate for someone who may not fully comprehend his sexuality and has called it his fate. So you think, well, this is right. You think your sister is wrong. You say you have seen the reverends, but why would you go to a reverend if you don't believe that he can deliver you? You don't want to be delivered, so there would be no deliverance.
Yes, I do that because of her. She keep on. I told her this is who I am. I've accepted myself the way I am.
Okay.
Even my friends, everybody around me, I don't hide my sexuality for them. So if my sister, she always depending on that I'm possessed, that something evil come towards me. So I've already made all these things. I've meeting reverence, all of that is just to prove to her that there's nothing is wrong with me. Even there's a day she took me to a conference when they were delivering people. I was there. There's nothing happened to me. Even I've met a lot of pastors who intends to have me to have sex with me, because when they look at me, they're like, you're too beautiful, you're this or this. So meeting all those people, they were thinking, me meeting them in person, after, and at the end of the day, they were like, I have to lay with them. So I'm trying to let her know, see, I love myself for who I am. I accept my sexuality. So, I'm not hiding myself.
Yeah,
so she's the only person that I'm having problem with. And the only issue that I'm having right now, you just have to confront my mom. I don't want to hurt her in the process of all this, because she's this kind of godly person that I don't.
Okay, good. Straightforward. So there can be no deliverance because you do not want to be delivered, and God will not impose deliverance on you if you don't want to be delivered, except he decides otherwise, that he cares about your soul so much in order to deliver you against your own choosing. So if you say you have accepted it, then you have accepted it. For your mother, if you don't want to hurt her feelings, you just have to wait for her to die.
Don't tell her.
I shouldn't tell her.
Yep. Wait for her to die.
But if I travel out of the country, you have to go and marry with my partner there, and definitely because I'm this kind of
anything you do is gonna hurt.
I'm a social media person, into dancing, so immediately pictures will pop up and she'll see everything.
You really want the world to be yours. Like, you're not necessarily considerate of too much here. You want to post your pictures, you want to be a woman on social media, but you don't want to hurt your mother, but you're not willing to make any sacrifices, not even for your own redemption. So once again, if you say you want to move with your lover somewhere, you don't want to hurt your mom, it's one or the other. You're either waiting for your mom to die or you're telling your mom.
I would try and talk to her about it, though.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Thank you so much.
Sure,
I really appreciate it.
Sure. You're welcome. Thank you. Nigeria Info Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, hi, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
I just want to advise the penultimate caller, the one that says he's in love.
1 minute.
Yes. Okay. You see, you really can't say that you're in love with someone you don't live with, and that's the mistake a lot of people make. You're in a relationship, you're seeing someone outside, you think you love the person. Live with that person first, and you just discover that the relationship you already have might just be a better one. My 2 cents. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My confession is to someone, one politician like that. So it happened that one day, because we live in a neighborhood like that with him, so as I used to play with his friend, one time he just say, he carried me, he say he wants to go to my village. So we went to my village together. So as you see my place, one day again, as we go back to my state, the state capital where I did. So as we are there, one day, he said he want to give me something to keep for him. I think it's something to keep for him. I said, no problem now. So it's 2 bags of money. 2 bags of money. The other bag is dollar. The other one is naira. That thing has reached like 3 years now. Like 3 years now. And before I know, the man and his children, they are out of the country for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
All those things, in fact, they are inside my room, and it's my village we work together.
Yeah.
I have taken his life, not going through. This is making me, honestly, I'm not happy with all those things. And my father knows about it. But my father told me that if he doesn't come, I should never touch those things.
Okay.
And up to now, my father is 1 year now. My father has died.
Yeah.
All these things is disturbing me. I'm not happy. And right now, I'm in Lagos. I left my state home, but all these things, I don't know.
What state are you from?
No.
What state are you from?
Say?
What state are you from?
I'm from the north.
You're from the north?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have the man's contact? Can you call him to come take his money?
No, all his contacts I know. Not going again. And they are abroad now. Because I asked someone, where did they live before they rented the house? They are no more there.
So, the money has just been laying down in that ground, right?
Yes.
Can you do business?
No, my father told me that I should never, ever
touch the money. Well, so there's me and then there's your dad. I think you should go with your dad because I'm sure you're poor, right?
You say?
I'm sure you're poor.
I'm poor. I'm doing security.
Good. So if you're good at business, see whether you can use a part of the money, put it in business, do your business. Whenever the guy comes for his money, you would have money to pay him back. That's it. Otherwise, because that money is depreciating in value, and God, if it hasn't gone to rot already. So there's me and then there's your dad. So I think you may want to go with your dad. Otherwise, I would say use the money for business, and whenever the man comes back, you pay him what he left you with.
Oh, it's hard for me.
It's all right. You can stick with your dad. But remember, you're poor. Yes. And these wicked men, these arrogant men don't like poor people. That's what makes something out of life. They despise poor people.
Okay.
It's funny how they can be corrupt but still despise poor people.
That's good.
But stick with your dad, though, just in case, you know. But left to me, I'd say put it in business. If you can do business, that is. And then when he comes to you, give him his money. I'm not thinking too hard about it. I don't know if there are any blurred lines. I'm not really observing. Is there a message that we can read real quick?
Quickly.
Sure.
Joyce, good afternoon. My confession is that I'm 50 years old and my urge for sex is driving me crazy. My wife is no longer sweet. We had sex 5 years ago. I now slay with a 21-year-old girl who's balling the way I want. Please, is it wrong to bash a young girl?
I have no opinion. You're 50. If your conscience and your head and your heart cannot tell you that you shouldn't be sleeping with your daughter, what do you want me to say? He's 50. She's how old?
21.
Good. That's your daughter's age, right? So it depends on what your moral elasticity is. It depends on the moral fiber that holds you together. You may truly not see anything wrong with it. Why should I sit down here and come up with a... You want to have fun? Well, there are consequences.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Hello, everyone. I have exciting news for you. Tatiana is here to tell us about a very exciting event for the whole family happening this weekend here in Lagos.
Hello, everyone. We are very thrilled to announce our Family Fun Day happening Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Amusement Park in Eco Atlantic City.
Wow. But then tell me, what makes this day different from a regular Saturday at Hakuna Matata?
Well, you're in for a special treat because on top of the huge and thrilling inflatable castles and slides already available at the park, we have very specially curated a ton of activities for children of all ages, including a slime station, a spa area where children can have their nails, hair, makeup done, and create their own bath bombs, painting, face paint, balloons, and we have exhilarating virtual reality games, which we are very excited about.
Amazing!
Also, for our sports enthusiasts, there will be a water football tournament. So come show off your skills and don't forget to pack your bathing suit and an extra pair of socks.
That sounds awesome, Tatiana. Saturday, 12th October at the Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. At what time does this event start?
Doors open at 12 p.m. and entry tickets are 25,000 naira and can be purchased at the door, where you can also buy your ticket booklet for access to our premium activities and to purchase delicious food available on the day at the park.
There's also food?
Yes, and on top of that, once inside, you can also shop directly with our many vendors displaying their products on the day.
And I hear that you are organizing this event to raise money for a good cause.
Yes, indeed. You will be having fun for a good cause, as all of the proceeds of the day will be fully donated to humanitarian relief efforts on the ground in Lebanon.
Such inspirational work. Well, you've heard that. Come and have a fantastic day, Saturday, October 12th at Hakuna Matata Park in Echo Atlantic. Doors open at 12 p.m.
See you there!
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Confession. Hello, 99.3 Nigeria Info, the Sunny Side. It's Confessions Thursday. Hey, okay. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I don't have.
Okay, but
Hello?
your line isn't clear. Good afternoon. Welcome to you.
My voice is cracked. And the guy that said he's in love with another person's wife, my advice is you face his wife.
Okay.
Somebody raised them for you and suddenly you said you are not my love. Don't you think of the emotional trauma you will cause that person? I don't know how some people raise it, for God's sake.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Can you help us with WhatsApp messages?
Yeah.
Please.
The man whose wife has left him is as a result of no money at all. Once money comes to the man, bam, the lady returns. The lady is playing the game of the highest bidder.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Joyce. It's a pity that at this age, some people are so myopic. If you are not informed, you are actually deformed. Thanks to the last caller who said what is happening in Nigeria is happening in other parts of the world. It's a great lie. Let someone not be calling radio stations and mislead people. It's unfair. Where in the world where are the hospitals that are not working, or here we have power interruptions? Children can't go to school safely anymore due to high school fees. I rest my case.
All right. I want to quickly go to the telephone lines. Phone lines are ringing so hard. Hello. Do you have a confession?
Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Do you have a confession?
I don't have a confession. 1 minute for that guy who didn't keep money for the house. If that guy trying to wake up from his sleep, that man that kept that money is no more alive again. He should start eating the money from this day, from this minute. Tell him that you should start eating the money from this. That is a gift. You see, they say manna fall from above. That is the manna that has just fallen for the guy. The guy should start eating the money. Even if it takes him going to jail, no problem. After eating the money, no problem. Even the guy will go and see their family land, no problem. He should just start eating the money now. He's not supposed to be in Lagos. Why is he suffering? He's not supposed to suffer at all. Oh, God, how can I have this kind of opportunity in my life?
We off on a break. We'll be right back.
Get breaking news, updates, and the best of talk.
Women have to work twice, even thrice as hard for them to get things that just...
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.